Right. Shalom to the Lord's elect. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, glory, honor due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahava Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are ruling well, who taught me this truth to the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay. And honors to you, brothers, that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth, that we were scattered. We are consisting of the Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, who are the Israelites. All right, I'm the brothers of Har, and today I just want to talk about covenant because again, attacking these so-called wacky tacky persons and everybody else who has a doctrine outside of the scriptures. All right, are saying the covenant, okay, was the old and the new covenant, or the old and new testament, which is the words are synonymous. Okay, I'm talking about the thing they're different, or they're talking about two different things. You know what I'm saying? As you know what I'm saying? Oh, or some people say, the Lord in the Old Testament, you know, is just dealing with the Israelites, but in the New Testament, he changed that around and he's dealing with everybody now. You know what I'm saying? And then you have other Christians, wacky tacky Christians, say everybody can be saved. You know, the law was done away with, and long story short, like the Lord was, you know, not casting away His people, the Israelites. Okay, so what I want to get into is, and let's go to my Bible. We get into Hebrews, so I'm gonna go into Hebrews, the 8th chapter, and then it's gonna basically explain that the covenant. First, let's go into the word covenant. See if we can go what we got into. Covenant. Okay, the word covenant means agreement or arrangement, right? Agreement or arrangement, a harmonious arrangement, agreement. Now, when you go into the old script, when you go back into the Old Testament, yeah. Matter of fact, let's just go to Hebrews right fast. Hebrews will explain it all. When you go back into the Old Testament, the Lord had made a harmonious arrangement or agreement, a contract, okay, with the house of Israel, with the Israelites, okay, and that contract or agreement, that arrangement, yeah, has not changed. That's around five, okay. Um, I'm saying more of this thing. Let's see what if that first covenant had been faultless. We'll finally fought with them. Yeah, let's start with Hebrews chapter 8 verse 6. It says, "But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant." Now, who is the mediator? Mediator, Yahweh Shai, okay? Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, you know? Christ and all this other madness. Okay, in the ancient tongue, in the ancient Hebrew, the Lashawan Kadash. Okay, in the proper way would say in name would be Yahweh Shah, meaning He is the deliverer, right? And this covenant, this arrangement, this agreement, okay, was with the house of Israel. As the scriptures, I'm pretty sure it's going to break it down. It says, I'm going to read it again. It says, but now hath he attained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant. Okay, what is that better covenant? Okay, let's find out. It says, which was established upon better promises. Okay, because in you know in the Old Testament we were promised that land of milk and honey. You know what I'm saying? It says, for if that first covenant had been, but we broke those laws, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father. It says, but for if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, said the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel. Yeah, okay. And this is the New Testament with the house of Israel. So it has nothing changed. Like it says in Malachi, I'm the Lord, I change not. I am Yahweh, I change not. Okay, if you made a covenant with Israel back then, the covenant ain't going to change. It's going to be still dealing with the same people today. It says, for finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers, and the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, okay, which was slavery. We was in slavery under the Egyptians, okay. It says, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, said the Lord. Yeah, right, because the agreement, the contract, okay, the arrangement was, okay, here's, you're my people, okay, you're my people. You're supposed to be in the image of me. You're supposed to have order and laws, okay. Going back to the beginning uh uh when the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh and the angels had created uh uh Adam, when he breathed that breath of life, that was that breath of life represented order. Okay, just as like it's orders in the heavens. Okay, he wanted our lines. Okay, the Israelites to have order. Point blank. Period. It says, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. It says, for this is the covenant that I will make with those. It says, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind. Okay, and their mind, which is, okay, spiritually known as our hearts, and our minds synonymous. It says, and write them in their hearts, right? Okay, and it says, and I will be them to a power, and they shall be to me a people, right? And that's when gonna come when Yahushua comes back and destroys this bullshit society known as America, Babylon the Great, Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, all over again, Asia, all right? And it says, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, and know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest, right? You know what I'm saying? So, right, and he said, uh, for I will be merciful to their righteousness, unto their unrighteousness. Okay, you know how the scriptures say, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. It says, in their sins and their iniquities, which is sin upon sin, sin continuously, will I remember no more, right? Which is that new covenant, okay? That contract, that agreement, that arrangement, okay? It says, and that he saith, a new covenant he hath made the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away. Alright? So that new covenant is going to be what? All Israel, okay, Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, in the kingdom of heaven, with what? The laws, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father written into their foreheads. We not going off. Okay? But you other nations still, you know what I'm saying, we still gonna have to be putting you check, you know what I'm saying, putting a foot in your ass every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? That's not the point, but the new covenant and the old covenant, okay, was still with the house of Israel. Okay, Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. Point blank, period. Okay? With that, I want to give all praises, glory due to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shad. Okay? Again, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. And until next time, Shalom.